You go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
You do it.
Roses are red.
Violets are blue.
We made this special Valentine's dinner.
For you.
In just 2 words.
I'm putting everything I got into this thing, and that is the max. Hey everybody, this is Dylan.
This is Reeves.
We make healthy food, and we make it on Valentine's Day too. And
What are the
super
chances?
hot.
We're making a 3-course meal, and we're starting out with a Heart Beet Salad. For our entree, we've got some Hearty Stuffed Tomatoes.
These stuffed tomatoes are delicious. Wild rice and shallots and mushrooms. How about that 3rd course, Reeves?
It's a scandalous and romantic brownie batter hummus.
What do you intend to do with this hummus?
Dip strawberries in it.
Wait, we're still feeding ourselves?
Yeah.
That's not hot. Nash talking too much talk. Okay, Reeves, I'm gonna let you make that Heart Beet salad, and you just let me know if you need me to chop anything, and I'm out of here.
Okay, goodbye. This salad has a bunch of really interesting ingredients in the salad dressing. We'll get to that. But it also has baby beets. You can get these at Trader Joe's. They're already ready to eat, steamed and peeled. Honestly, I don't even know how to make beets from scratch. So these are a lifesaver, and if you can find them, definitely buy these. I'm gonna make the dressing first. So to do that, you're just gonna need a grapefruit. If you don't have a grapefruit or they're not in season, you can use an orange or a lemon. I think it's pretty forgiving as long as it's a citrus. So just take your grapefruit and cut it in half and use one of those old-fashioned juicers to get all the juice out. And be sure to strain it when you throw it into the Vitamix or your blender. Then take an avocado and throw the whole avocado guts into the blender too. And then to that, we're gonna add some raisins, a little bit of that Costco cheater garlic, and give it a blend till it's nice and creamy, perfect for a salad dressing. For the salad, you're just gonna wanna cut some red onions into those thin slices. Take those baby beets and just shove them out of the package. And here's where the magic happens. You're just gonna wanna slice on either side of the beet so you have a flat surface to work with, and slice out a cute little heart. You can do it for every beet if you want, but look how cute it is. To build the salad, just put some greens and some of that dressing right on top. Sprinkle some of those red onions and get some edamame on there if you want. And then I like to put a dollop of the dressing in the middle so you can really see that heart. Doesn't that look cute?
Reeves, that Heart Beet salad looks delicious. I can't wait to try it. Now we're on to the main event, the stuffed tomatoes. All we need is like half a dozen of these big, beautiful beefsteak tomatoes, and we're just gonna take them and cut the top off like that. Then we're gonna take our melon baller. It works really well for this. We're gonna use it to cut out the guts of the tomato, but don't throw them away. What do you think of that? Add them to a blender, and we're gonna just blend them up into a little sauce, and we're gonna use that for our filling. 6 beautiful hollowed out tomatoes. What do you say, Reeves, to those?
Gorgeous.
Let's blend these guts. Next up, we just take a glass baking dish, put in our 6 tomatoes, line them up all nice and pretty, and we are ready to stuff. All right, we got a little chopping to do, a couple of beautiful little shallots, and a few mushrooms. We'll chop them up, saute them, mix it all together, and here we go. Shallot, we dice these babies up. I'm just gonna skin them, chop them up nice and small. Simple, simple.
Making you cry?
Valentine's Day makes me so emotional. Oh my God.
Is it shallots are stronger than onions or what?
No, it's my love for you. It's just never ending and it makes me emotional, okay? Get off my case. A few mushrooms, shall we? It's stove time. Let's get some saute on. We got the mushrooms and the shallots going in here. Add a little bit of juice. Oh, it smells so good already. Oh, look at that, beautiful. You can use a little bit of water to saute or a little bit of veggie stock if you prefer that, but no oil, all right? Nothing like a little fresh cracked pepper. Am I right, Reed?
Yeah, you're definitely right.
That was absolutely stolen. There's probably still a more now. Okay, to that we're just gonna add a few little herbs and spices, some Italian seasoning, a little bit of marjoram. I love marjoram. Then we got a little bit of smoky paprika, one of my favorites, and some cumin, also one of my favorites. I mean, aren't they all? I can't, you know? Give that a little saute, add a little more juice if you need it. Now I've got 3 cups of cooked wild rice. I had like maybe a cup to a cup and a half that I just cooked like pasta for 45 minutes on the stove. And now I've taken and measured out 3 cups, throw it in. I'm not gonna do all my tomato sauce yet, but I'm gonna do most of it. I'll hold back just a little bit, just in case. Stir this around and get it all heated up. And along with that, I'm gonna throw in some beautiful chopped kale. Get that in there. Let's get this thing a sizzle. Okay, this looks just right. That's just the amount of juice I want. It's going in the oven, so it's okay if it's a little bit wet, and it's all gonna bake off. Looking good. Let's stuff some tomatoes. It's real simple. Just take a tomato, fill it up with some of your mixture, top it off. Oh yeah, it's okay to overflow them a little bit, no big deal. It smells amazing. I love wild rice, the texture is so good. And now, whatever you got left, just throw it around the outsides, no big deal. This is a nice casserole. Think of it as a casserole. You don't want to waste any of this filling. Get it in there and we'll munch it up come tomato eating time.
Nothing says I love you like a casserole, am I right, Bill?
Nothing says I love you like a casserole and a diamond ring. All right, y'all, these look delightful. Let's cover them. I've got a layer of parchment and aluminum foil. Cover them up. We're gonna throw these in the oven at 425 for about an hour, maybe a little more. Reebs, those tomatoes are taking forever. Could we maybe have a taste of this salad while we're waiting?
Yeah, of course. Anything for you, my love.
That way when the tomatoes come out, they'll be nice and hot for the tasting.
No, I love that.
This goes around with
That dressing is so good. You know why that was hard to do? Because you're a lefty. It needs to be the same arm.
I don't stare into your eyes, it's too awkward. Tomato time!
Tomato time!
I understand you need to do a little bit of prep work for the tomatoes, huh? You gotta put the heart in the Hearty Stuffed Tomatoes.
I do. This step is of the utmost importance. Check these out.
Oh baby. They look very hearty, but not quite hearty enough.
But we're gonna make them literally hearty. You gotta get the grape tomatoes, the ones that are like an oval, not the cherry ones that are perfectly round. They have to be a little bit oval. You take the tomato and you cut it on an angle in the middle and you try to cut the stem end off. We don't need that anymore. Then you flip it over onto the cut. Then you cut it in half again. You put it together and you have a perfect little heart. And then you can put that heart right on top of your tomato. Just to let the people know that you love them and you care.
Oh, it just breaks apart with your fork.
Ooh, if you didn't fall in love with that salad, I think you're gonna fall in love with this tomato.
Oh, it's hot.
No, I'm doing it.
I love the kale. I love the wild rice so much. Reebs, what a great meal that was, but boy, am I ready for that Valentine's dessert. Will you help me out with that?
I'm gonna make it for you.
All right, off I go again.
Goodbye. This dessert is so easy. It's just hummus, but with chocolate added to it, how can that be bad? I like to do this in the food processor, and you're just gonna add some chickpeas, some dates, a little cinnamon, a little tahini, optional, but it's so good, a splash of plant milk, and give it a go. If you find that it's too thick, you can always add a little more plant milk, and don't forget to take the top off and scrape the sides down a little bit. And then once it's done, you can put it into a little squeeze bottle or a plastic bag and snip the tip off if you want to make a beautiful and romantic Valentine's Day message to somebody, such as, "Will you marry me?" Or "Here I'm doing, I love you."
Incredible workmanship here, Reebs. Stunning. You love me?
I do love you.
Wow. Now let's get those strawberries out that you were talking about at the beginning and give this thing a taste.
I forgot to buy strawberries.
What? What are we gonna chase this with?
Bananas. You know what else I have? Grapes.
Shall we?
See, it's very romantic.
Cheers. Are we gonna do the thing?
Yeah.
It is really good. That's a nice hummus.
You could even cut the strawberries into hearts if you had them. Well, they say you shouldn't play with your food, but we did that for all 3 of these recipes.
And they were delicious. I love them all. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Be sure to click right here and check out more of our healthy vegan recipes. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.